second fiddle?
You can't ask me any injury questions there.
What's the overarching sort of emotion right now? I mean, it's been a very weird old few months. What's the feeling like inside the club?
The feeling in the club is one of excitement for our players, and the guys are, since they come back together, the most important part was getting them back together and getting a sense of that unity again, because it has been obviously a very difficult period for our players, community, and everyone. So that was really pleasing. But now that we got the fixture and that we knew who we were playing in the coming months, that we had a real focus, really steel focus on GWS, and the sense of excitement and anticipation now is really ramped up, and I think that's the overarching feeling from our perspective, is the club's really excited about what we can achieve in the next month, and taking care of that first and foremost.
Nick Larkey being ruled out, something we're going to see every time. Tristan Sherry, Lockie Hosey.
Yeah, we've got a number of guys that have come back in pretty good nick and looking to put their hand up. Look, it is disappointing about Silva, but he's doing everything he can to get back as quick as possible. So I'm really pleased with where he's at, considering the injury. But yeah, we've got a number of options that we can go with, and I'm really excited about that as well.
Rhyce, it seems to be a bit of apprehension across the competition as to how some clubs will react physically to the strange layoff that we've had, particularly early. Is there apprehension here about that, you as coach?
Not really. I'm really pleased with the condition our players are in, and I can't question their commitment to their physical presentation, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. To be honest, watching a bit of rugby, there's been a few injuries here and there, but overall, if you've committed to your program, committed to your conditioning, you should get the results, and I'm really pleased with where our list sits in that regard.
Giants Stadium is a strange venue for this club. You've only been there twice in the Giants' history. Have you looked into that ground at all during the week?
I've been there 1,000 times, so I'm pretty comfortable there. Look, it's going to be different no matter where you play. Over this round and over the coming months, no crowds, so it's going to be interesting. But look, we're really looking forward to the opportunity to play against the Giants on their home deck. It's going to be a really good game. I'm really pleased with the way our guys are going about it, and I know we're ready. So it's going to be a great spectacle, I think, in terms of the footy that's going to be played.
Where do you see the Giants? Obviously played in the grand final last year, really impressive first start. Are they right in that upper bracket as far as premiership contenders?
No doubt. They've got a very strong list. They're well coached. They've been together for a long time now. They're right in that window, to put it in simple terms. But everyone's gettable, and I just think it's great that we get to go up there, play against a team that played in the grand final last year on their home deck, first up, off a break, and with the way our guys present and the way we're going to attack this, I'm really confident in having a real good crack at it.
It's obviously a different approach with travel this year. Has that been talked about, I guess, within the group this week? How you handle that? How you get, rather than that night before rev up, how do you get this team ready to go?
Yeah, we've spoken about adapting and making sure that we adapt to win and not just to cope. And I think it's really important that our players are in that mental space that we just got to do whatever it takes to put in our best performance wherever we are. And a lot of teams are going to be in different situations this weekend. We have to travel on the same day as a game. West Coast and Fremantle are in a hub, and they're going to be in there for a little while. So everyone's different. Everyone's got their own challenges, and we'll face our challenges head on and really look forward to the opportunity that creates.
Big week for a couple of your players. 150th for Roy Tarrant, Jasper Pittard.
Yep.
We both had interesting journeys.
Fantastic young men. Just speaking about Robbie first, he's been here his whole career. He's had his challenges early on in his career, specifically with injury, and he's turned into one of the great defenders of our competition. And he's a fantastic leader. He leads by example every single day. Doesn't take a day off, and I'm really proud of him to get to this point. And having only known him for a couple of years now, I can understand his commitment to our footy club and what it means to him. So to get to 150, it's a great effort. And Jasper Pittard, coming from Port Adelaide, had some really good years there. Came across a couple of years ago and has just gone to a new level, I think, in terms of not only his footy but as a person. He's grown, and to be voted into the leadership group this year by our players is a great effort and a real credit to him and his growth as a football player and as a person. So, yeah, I couldn't be more proud of him. It's a great milestone.
Rhyce, are you one of the coaches that push for more on the bench, or are you happy to just keep it at 4?
Yeah, no, I was happy to keep it at 4. Yeah, I'm a bit of a traditionalist, a bit old school like that. I don't mind the 4, and I don't mind the war of attrition as well.
So would you have preferred the games to stay in 20-minute quarters?
In all seriousness, I would have, but we have to play what we play, and the AFL have made a commitment to the shorter quarters, so we'll roll with that. And if anything, it works to our advantage a little bit more in terms of our playing list.
Why do you say that?
I think we've just got the power players that can take full control of that, and we can get guys on and off a bit more. And with 90 rotations, it sits really well with me that we can do that.
So you think it'll see the better players stay on the ground the longest, like I say, you won't have to come off as much and go forward?
Yeah, and I think that's what the public wants. I think that's what the AFL wants, and that's what we want. If we can get our best players on the ground for longer periods of time, that only works to our advantage.
You've mentioned the phrase war of attrition. Is that what you're expecting out there? Like it will be a really fierce battle, given the just diverse nature of the season right now?
Yeah, I think it'll end up like that. I've got no doubt that the strongest and fittest teams will be up the pointy end of the ladder, and hopefully we're one of those.
How does this week look for your players that aren't selected for AFL duties?
Yeah, so we've been working closely with a couple of teams to get some scratch matches underway. We won't get one this week, but we're hopeful for the coming weeks after that. We had the same situation in round 1 where our non-selected players trained on the same day as our game, so we'll be rolling with that again this week. It's a really difficult situation for those guys, but we're just looking to support them as much as we can, get as much match practice and match sim into them as possible so that they're ready when called upon.
Two-part question, Rhyce. With crowds, obviously a bit of discussion around potentially crowds coming in as soon as this weekend.
Yep.
One, is it fair that some clubs can have crowds and others can't? And then secondly, where does that leave, say, players' families? Are they going to be able to still come in Victoria, for example?
Yeah. I think any opportunity we can get to get crowds at a game, we must take that opportunity, whether that's the GWS, for instance, this week. I think they talked about 350 people possibly going to the game. Fantastic. And I reckon every club that gets the opportunity should take that, because it's really important that we engage with our fans and people across the country who have supported us so much, especially our members who continue to put their hands in their pockets and support the clubs. So every opportunity we can, let's make sure we get fans there. What was the second part, Mark?
Just around players' families, are they going to be able to attend at all? Per player, or?
Yeah, I think we're working pretty closely with the AFL on that, and specifically around this week and GWS, and we'll work with them to possibly get our milestone guys' families up there to watch the game. But again, that's still a work in progress. There's always moving parts at the moment, and it's so hard to pinpoint what we can and can't do without the AFL involvement. So and they're working through so many scenarios that it's becomes impossible sometimes. But we'll work through that as the week goes.
So would that apply if you were to get a debutant, similar to what they did in round 1? You potentially get a family?
Yeah, potentially. I'm not quite sure. I'd hope so. It'd be great if we could.